What's happening, everybody? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Let's see if I got all this turned up. Okay. All right, let me see something. Where is it? All right, so here I am. As y'all can see, I got my official grind t-shirt on. So I'm going to try to set this phone up best as I can so y'all can hear me. Let me see, I'm going to turn it around. Turn it like this right here. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. Alright. And now I will adjust the screen so you guys can watch me. Alright, there we go, right there. So, what's up, my three people that are watching? I appreciate you guys watching me. Hello, Mr. Prochno. Thank you for watching. As y'all know, the bike build-off is going. It's full swing. Y'all seen what I'm doing. I've made a lot of progress on my bike. But I haven't heard from Dave Mozingo yet. I haven't seen a live video from him. I know he's back from... hey, Christopher. I know Dave is back from Sturgis. But I've not seen any videos. I haven't seen anything from him. I'm starting to worry, is he secretly building this bike to beat me, or is he building a bike? Is he too busy right now to get involved with it? I don't know what's going on, but maybe he'll pop up on here tonight and we can address those issues. But I want to let you guys know I am kind of dead in the water for right this second. I'm waiting on a couple of key parts to get here before I can actually do some more of the work to the bike that I need to get done. By no means do I feel comfortable about my position to, just sit back and cruise through this. I've only got until September 10th to get my bike completely built, mocked up, and pretty much in its rolling state that it's going to be minus paint. I've still got all the wheel spacers to have cut. I've still got the rear brake caliper assembly to be welded in. I still have the rear pegs, the peg mounts to be welded in. I need to cut all the holes for all the wiring to go through the frame. I need to mock up the internal throttle for the bike. I need to build and assemble the primary and get it ready to go. So there's still quite a lot for me to do. But I do know this Softail that I'm building, this Harley Davidson Fat Boy I'm building, God willing, this thing's going to be done Sunday. I can deliver it to the customer. I will go live, but I'm going to go live on my personal page when I unveil that bike. And everybody keep your fingers crossed. Everybody, say a little prayer for me. What's up, Manuel? That I'm able to accomplish that this weekend. It's still quite a lot of work left to do on that one, just touching stuff up, putting all the fluids in it, getting the sissy bar done, getting the seats done, which the seats I'm actually working on tonight, and everything like that. But I wanted to get on here and address it because I haven't heard from Dave, and it's not really that I'm getting worried, because I know Dave is a man of his word, and he's probably got a real good reason why he hasn't gone live yet. Hello, Tammy. How you doing? Thanks for watching. You guys remember to push that share button on this video and share the video so that we can get more people following and liking the grind page so that y'all can keep up with the build off. And I might end up having to change the format from Garage Jockey versus professionals, because we're having a hard time finding the professionals, or should I say, finding the garage jockeys that can afford to build the bikes right now. I'm trying to figure a way to get this over to the Discovery Channel or to one of the affiliates to actually get the show going, to possibly get the funding to help some of the garage jockeys out building the bike. I fortunately got very lucky and I sold 2 of my previous builds, and that's the money that I actually have to build my bike. Like I told you, it's a total of, it was $16,000, and to date, I've only received $1,500 in contributions to help me towards my build. I want to give a big shout out to Austin Clinty. He did it. I want to give a big shout out to Bruno for helping out with the t-shirts. As y'all can see, I've got mine on. If you want a t-shirt, let me show you the back real quick. If you want a t-shirt, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I can't see y'all. So there's the back. If you want a t-shirt, just send me a message. Hello, Darlene. Thanks for watching. Go over to either my personal page or on here and just tag, the grind t-shirt, and I will hook up with you and get you the information you need so that you can get your own t-shirt. Large and extra large t-shirts are $20 plus $6 for shipping, and all of your 2X all the way to 5X t-shirts are $25 plus the $6 for shipping. My wife is handling all the shipping and everything right now, so by all means, if you want a t-shirt, just drop me a message in my personal inbox or leave a comment on here, and we will do our best to get you a t-shirt, because they're pretty cool t-shirts. So anyway, has anybody get them to fund me? I'll do a build off. Okay, I would love to have that funding. What I'm suggesting to any of the garage guys is, if you currently have a bike, there are enough industry professionals out there right now. Send me a message, Tammy, and I'll get one to you. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. But what I was saying is that in the industry, like one of the builders I'd like to see build is Jared Coomer from Coomer's Customs. I'd really like to see that kid and his father build, because I know they're kind of right at the cusp like me. They still both work day jobs. And but they try to build on a slower scale like I do myself. I only do, maybe 1 or 2 builds a year. And right now I'm blessed. I have 4 bikes in my shop right now that are being built. So I've got the 07 Fat Boy I'm building for Patricia and Mike Duran, which that's the one that's going to be unveiled, hopefully, God willing, Sunday. And then I've got my Pro Street I'm building for the show. And then I've got a Manuel Oliva's 2015 Street Glide that we're doing the Paul Yaffe big front end. And then I've got Corey Pertella's 99 Road Glide that we've pretty much got that bike completely mocked up, ready to go. We've still got to put the side covers on it. We got to do the gas tank on it. I did end up getting the floorboards, so I've got those in hand. I can't show you any rides because after Sunday, I can show you everything. I just can't show any of the rides until after Sunday, because Patricia and Mike Duran, their bike is a complete and utter surprise. That's why I haven't posted any pictures of their bike. But God, believe you me, when Sunday gets here, I am going to be blasting that thing all over Facebook. But they left it up to me for the concept. They left it up to me. The only thing they ever said was they wanted the bike blue, and they picked out the wheels. That's all they actually know about their bike. What's up, Don? So, here and again, we are looking for builders. I need some more builders to do episode 2. Still season 1, 2018 season 1, 2019 is going to be season 2. So I am looking for builders and some VTX bags. That's exactly right. My buddy Shannon, I'm trying to get some VTX bags custom made for him. How about some seats? Well, I would love to show you this seat I'm doing for this guy's bike, but I can't. Actually, the truth of the matter is I put all seats on hold as of August 1st. I've told all of my customers, what's up, Mike? I've told all my customers I can't do any seats until starting September 10th, once I get the Rockstar off to paint. Then I can pick back up on doing some seats. And they're all being very gracious. I've actually got 2 customers. Actually, I've got 3 customers that have sent me seats to do. And they're just like, you know what, take your time, do the build. And as soon as you're done with the build, man, you can get on our seats, and we're cool with that. So I want to say thank you to those guys for being so accommodating to me. Anyway, so VN Customs on VTX bags. No, 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 Ethan Dodd. Shannon Prochnow is one of my best friends. I'm hand making all of his stuff for his bike. But I appreciate the hookup on that, though. It means a lot. Anyway, yeah, it's just me talking. That's it. Because, I don't know where Dave's at. I mean, shit, for all I know, he's probably in bed right now watching. I really, really wish he would hurry up and get on the show, start videoing his build, start showing what he's doing, because I know the guy's talented. I know he's got what it takes to whoop the shit out of me. That's for damn sure. But we really need this to work, people. The reason we need it to work, it's not so much because the motorcycle industry isn't selling motorcycles or doing custom builds, but it's the whole overall of the motorcycle industry is kind of in a lull right now, and I want to bring it up out of that lull. That's why I started the grind page, as you all know, for the people that have been watching since February. Then I changed the format of it and went over and started doing pure interviews. And then now the format is the biker build off. As soon as the bike build off is over with, I'm going to go back to doing the interviews and wait for the second season of Viewer Wants to Be in Your Broadcast. Who wants to be on here with me? Let's see. There's Dave. I approved him. Let's go. Where you at? Here he comes. Y'all can ask him questions. Y'all can ask me anything y'all want. Hopefully, let me back up a little bit, scoot it over, just so he'll have room to get in here on this with me. Come on. There it is. Here he comes right now.
Yeah, I'm in the bed, man, because I've been working all day long. I know everybody's wanting to see this live thing. Everybody doesn't understand. I got two shops, man. I got both shops. They're 150 miles apart from each other, and it's
You have
hard
two
for me.
custom motorcycle shops?
I got two motorcycle shops, and they're one's in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and one's in Columbia, South Carolina. We got 14 builds right now we're doing, and
Right on.
it's hard. It is hard to try to, late at night when you get home and you want to spend time with your family and your kids and stuff. I mean, I know, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, it's easy for you to walk right out to your garage and shoot a video and then go into the house and go. I have to drive, back and forth and back and forth. One of my guys is fixing to go on vacation. I got to be in Milwaukee all week next week. For Jesse, we're going to start showing pictures, but I don't really know how much videoing of this that we can actually do. When I agreed to do this thing, people don't realize how difficult this is. It's difficult to work on all of our other customers' bikes, build a bike, and then try to video it all at the same time. Now, if we want to come to the grind page and just start taking pictures of the progress we're making in the bike as we're doing it, it's great. I'll tell everybody right now from the get-go exactly what we're doing so they know. We're doing a rigid frame. We're going with a 250 tire on the back, a 21 front. We're doing a Springer front end, 124 motor. We're doing the BDL open primary. It's just, right now we're so swamped, man. I don't really have time to sit down and just shoot a video of working on a bike.
Yeah, I get it. So that's just like me. I don't think I've actually videoed me actually working on the bike except for maybe the first two videos because it's very hard by myself to do that, first of all. Second of all, it's kind of monotonous to watch me welding a tank together. All you see is, the sparks. But what I do is every single day that I work on the bike, when I'm done for that evening, which is pretty late, I actually just do a walk around video, tell people what I've done, show them the parts of the bike, stuff like that. So, I understand that.
Well, see, I got part of the bike in Taylor, South Carolina, and I got part of the bike in Columbia. So it's kind of, you know, you got two sides going back and forth, and it's hard, man. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Amen.
And then
Tell me about it. I know it's hard.
And then school just started back. You know, we're dealing with our kids. Rick, I ain't got no problem. Rick, we'll put some pictures out there on the grind of the bike. I got no problem at all doing that. It's man, when you're there and you got everybody working and you're doing so many different projects, and then you're getting pulled out with phone calls and you're getting pulled out with other things, you know, and we got a bike we're getting ready to ship to Denver, Colorado. You know, I got this guy, you know, I'm dealing with him, and, you know, and he's been a great customer, and we've enjoyed working with him. But it's a lot. This is a lot of work, man.
It is a lot of work,
you know,
but you know,
it's not just having someone sit there with a camera and film and let you do it and let you go. I mean, you know, for you to actually, you know, just stop, you know, when you're in the shop, you get pulled in so many different directions. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, so yeah, try doing all that by yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
that's where I'm at.
But
it's hard.
But
I appreciate the shit out of what you're saying, but you're right. It is very hard. Here's my normal day. I'm up at 5 a.m. I'm at my day job by 6 a.m. I work until 3 p.m. And on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I leave work at 3. I'm at the gym at 3:30. I'm at home by 5. At 5 o'clock, I'm picking my little boy up from school. At 5 o'clock, go in, I play with him, watch TV, hang out till about 6:30 when dinner's ready. Then we eat dinner, and then we hang out more, watch a little more TV, play Tonka trucks or whatever it is we're going to play. And then at 8 o'clock, he takes a bath and goes to bed. So typically by 8:30, that's when I get to go out in the garage. Now, Tuesdays, I come straight home from work, and I go straight to the garage and work. And my wife picks up my little boy on Tuesdays.
But see, you just said the magic word. You just said the magic word that.
Yeah,
and I know you bust your ass at your job every day. That's how you make your living. That's how you support your family. This other stuff is all the side stuff. But for me, I have to leave the shop, come home, spend time with my family, you know, eat dinner, do all that stuff, and then turn around. And, you know, it's a long ride for me to go back and forth to the shop.
So do you have to go to both shops every day?
No, I normally go to the other shop a couple times during the week, but I mean, you know, that takes a lot of time out of your day, you know.
So, yeah, 150 miles is about a 2.5 hour ride.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and then my wife works full time, you know, so I mean, it's just, you know, you get up in the morning, you go to the shop, you get up there, you work a little bit, you come back home, you know, and then you spend time with your family, you go to bed, and then you go to your shop here in town, and you work the rest of the week. You know, I mean, we have a lot going on. You know, we were blessed. You know, we went to Sturgis. You know, we came back with a couple of builds. We sold a couple bikes. It was a great trip. Ollie, I mean, dude, I'll put some pictures out there this week of the bike. I just got to, you know, right now, I mean, I hadn't even been thinking about that. I'm just trying to get everything caught up because I knew when I come back from Sturgis, I said, all right, I got a couple weeks before we head to Milwaukee. And then now I'm going to Milwaukee, and we got home and we got slammed. And we wasn't expecting that. I mean, we literally got hammered. And I think I talked to you today after we got home and told you, you know, it was insane. I mean, at the stuff that we had to do when we got home.
So I have 2 requests for you.
All right, go ahead.
You have to get these done. Do you have a secretary?
No.
Or an office personnel?
Nope.
Me.
Who does the paperwork and the books and stuff? You?
I have an accountant that does all that.
Okay, so but you don't have anybody in the shop every day that answers the phones and stuff of that nature, right?
No, we do all that ourselves. When we're out there working on a bike, we all keep phones next to us, and if the shop phone rings, whoever can grab it first answers it.
Right. Okay, so let me say this. I have invoices out there to people for t-shirts. Y'all need to check y'all's email addresses and go pay y'all's bills so I can get these shirts shipped out. Dave, you're one of them.
Jen just sent you. Jen is sending you yours right now.
All right. Well, I'm just saying this because I need to hurry up and get this banner to you, so eventually when you do start, you'll have that banner there.
We've already started on the bike. It's just a point of getting time to get it. I mean, like
I know. I feel you, bro. I feel you. You just got to get somebody's got to get delegated once a day or once every other day or once a week, something, and take some pictures. These people are dying to see it. I'm dying to see it. I want to see it.
I'll put some pictures out there. It's hard to sit there. I'm in a metal building too, man. And you've called me 100 times in the shop. If I don't answer, my phone don't pick up in that shop, man. If you don't call me on the shop phone, I'm not gonna. I most likely don't normally get it or see you even called until I get home and there's a voicemail or something. But if you call me at the shop and it doesn't pick up, then I don't even see I have missed call.
Right. Well, all these people are just fans. They just want to see what you're doing, bro. That's where I'm at too. I want to see what you got going on.
I know you want to see what's going on.
Well, hey, it's kind of you do kind of, even though you're 3 weeks behind, you do kind of have a little bit of a heads up advantage. Let me explain why.
Yeah, because
you've gotten to see what your competition is. You've gotten to see what my flair is, and you can look at that and say, well, okay, well, if he's doing that, man, I'm gonna twist it this way. I think we can beat him that way.
No, I already know your prediction behind your bike. I already know the story behind your bike. I already know that this what's going to get thrown on me in Galveston. I already know that the story's going to come out, and
it's not going to come out. That's one thing I've got is my word. I told you I ain't saying nothing till it's over with, but when it's over with, I'm gonna say something.
We I'm sending it now. All right, your PayPal just got sent.
Okay.
But they I mean, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be turned out. We're nobody's trying to take anybody's style. We're trying to, I did a lot of talking with Mike Campbell. I did a lot of talking with Brendan. We knew that there was a lot of things that were put out there, to build this bike when we got ready to start. A lot of people kind of give you some ideas how to go and do things. I mean, we're just putting, Chase, I'm in bed. I'm tired, man. We worked all day long today, bud. And then, it's 6 o'clock comes early in the morning. And, it's,
we get up at the same time. You and I get up at the same time.
Well, no, well,
you get up at 6:30. I'm an hour behind you.
Yeah.
So I'm up at 5:30. So we get up at the same time.
So by the time you get to bed, by the time you get to work in the morning, I'm heading to the shop.
No, if you get up at 6:30, I'm an hour behind you, which is 5:30. I'm up. By the time you get to work, I'm probably already having my coffee, having my morning tailgate session. So my point is that you're in bed right now. I'm still up. I'm like the Energizer Bunny, baby.
Well, there you go. Have the energy. But I tell you what, take my schedule for the last 2 months and the next 2 months coming up, and show me how much energy you got left when it's over.
Dude, I will say this much. I know that the traveling beats the hell out of you. I know that for a fact. The going to the rallies, and that's another thing. A lot of people that don't go to the rallies, they don't realize is that going to a rally, even as a spectator, man, you are beat the hell up when you get done with that rally.
Well,
so having a booth and working that booth all day.
Mike, I know you roll all day long.
That's a damn lie, Mike. How many times have you and I talked and you're sitting at home in your easy chair?
Hey, but you got to give Mike. Credit though. Mike runs a sheetrock company, and Mike.
Oh yeah.
Mike.
I don't want to build his head up. The boy works his ass off.
Mike didn't even go to Sturgis because he had to work, man. So Mike goes and works all day long, man. Then he turns around and goes to the shop and he works, and he's always on the phone, and he's doing parts and stuff.
He's on a plane. He ain't traveling. Hey, Mike, guess what? You might have to go against a professional in episode 2 because we just can't find any of the garage jockeys that can afford to do it.
Yeah, that's what another thing that a lot of people don't understand is people don't understand when you're doing this because, I'm sure that the next bike, Art and them are doing the trophy from All Star. So Art and them are up next. And I'm sure Art's going to pick a bagger. or something, to do. And people don't understand, when you jump in these bikes and you get $15,000-$20,000 out of your pocket, that's, it's hard for a personal
16.
shop to just do that.
Yep.
That's got bikes that they're building all the time and money coming in. It's hard for them to do it. So,
You are a pro. What are you talking about?
Actually, no, Mike, you can say you're a garage builder because you're in the backyard in the garage.
No,
Even though
he
it's a big,
isn't.
yeah, I mean, he could call himself a garage builder.
Not. And he'd be lying.
But I'm going to tell you right now. You can say whatever you want. Anybody can say what they want to. Mike and them build some nice ass bikes at Evil Iron, but
absolutely.
But when you put Nick Morale out there and all-star baggers and all that stuff, and you give them a project to do, they're coming out with something nasty.
So let me ask you a question. So if it were hypothetically to be Mike going against Art, or I should say Evil Iron going against All Star, where would the rally be at, and where would they unveil the bikes?
Man, that would be hard to say because
wouldn't that be like Daytona would be the next rally?
When is the next one going to start is the question after this one's over.
Okay, so if everything goes correctly, the next one would start. I would think January 1st is what I would think.
So then you couldn't make Daytona. You couldn't make it
not
Daytona.
March, is it?
Yeah, but that's still not a full 90 days to do a bike,
Well, they could start December 1st if they wanted to. I mean, they can start whenever they would love to, whenever they want to. But I'm just curious, would it be Daytona? Would that be the stomping ground where they would unveil their stuff at and do their stuff?
Daytona or Myrtle. I would say Daytona or Myrtle.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to pick Daytona. I think Daytona would be good. And the reason I say that is because if that's the case, then I'm actually going to make the time to go out there and MC that one. But I need to get with Daytona and find out who their people are to get it promoted out there also.
It's hard. I mean, if you really wanted to get it promoted right, I mean, the person to contact out there would be Randy Akers. It's he's probably one of the biggest MCs in Daytona and Myrtle Beach and all that stuff out there right now.
Who is it?
Randy Akers. He runs Radical Randy's. He does the Cabbage Patch and stuff like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure Randy's watched the show before, so if somebody can reach out to Randy, get him in contact with me, because I'm not trying to be a retard when I say this, but the grind is my gig. So from here on out, after this first build, I'm going to do everything in my power to start going to the different rallies and MC that portion. Not the rally, just the live part of the unveil of the trophy, the winner.
I mean, yeah, you can do it. Mike said he don't need 90 days.
I got a nasty little wheel that will smoke at 32. See, I don't believe y'all until y'all show me. But no, I think honestly, I wanted to get Don in on it to have him do, because even though Don's done some of the work he's done, Don and Clyde.
Randy's actually on here right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Randy, will you please message me, or will you please just message me so I can get a hold of you? I'd like to talk to you about doing the Daytona unveiling and stuff. Yeah, right. So if Clyde or Don would like to be the garage jockey in the next one, send me a message and let's try to work out these details. Randy, they say you're the MC for Daytona. I need to talk to you about if we do the second episode of the bike build off. If we do it in Daytona, can you get me hooked up with the people at large so that we can get it promoted there, possibly get a free 10x10 booth to put the bikes in? And I wanted to be the MC for the unveiling of the bikes themselves, not the show, just saying who the winner is. Was that a yes or a no, Randy? Or can you even hear me?
He'll throw something out there in a minute. It takes
Yeah,
Randy
okay.
a little bit. It takes Randy a
So,
little bit of time. So
so Clyde, if you were put on the spot, not saying that you will be, cool. Thanks, Randy. Clyde, if you were put on the spot to be a garage jockey, is it something you can do in the second episode or the third episode? You too, Don. Is it something you'd be interested in doing in the second or the third episode?
hey, and always remember Roby'sPub.com, 3 locations in Central Ohio.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ugh. Did you hear me, Clyde? I'm waiting for a response, bud. Mike go, well, hey, Danny, you think we can roll a bike build off build for Daytona? Who's Danny?
He's talking about Daniel Roby.
Is he watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Tracy Fields called him out. So, Don, you could do it the garage jockey side for the third episode? Y'all leave David alone, man. He's tired.
I'm old.
I bet I'm older than you are.
I bet you're not.
How old are you?
48.
Sunshine, unless you're going to turn 49 in September, I'm older than you.
Okay. I've had 3 back operations and 2 hip replacements.
Ooh.
So tell me what you got going on behind that.
Nothing. I've been very blessed as far as stuff like that. But I have had my gallbladder taken out. I had my nose and all that crap in there fixed. That's about all I've had.
And we don't need to hear about your penis reduction. So
I didn't tell y'all about that, so don't bring it up. It won't be brought up. 55 here, boys. Right on. But anyway, so
hey, so
here's the deal. So
I'm gonna get off and let you get Mike on here.
Okay, so you're good to go though. You're gonna start posting some pictures then,
Yeah,
right?
I'll get some pictures taken and post them out here.
Okay, bro.
All right, man.
Go to bed. Get some sleep, bro.
All right, later.
What's up, Daniel Roby? Hey, man, I need some koozies, bro. Can you send some koozies my way, Mr. Daniel Roby? Whatever happened to Tracy Fields? Here's what happened to Tracy Fields. When he wants to get on here and publicly apologize to everybody for all the crap he's about the industry and people he didn't even know, then Tracy Fields will be involved in this. Until he gets on here and he apologizes, because he called me out. He didn't call me out by name, but he called me out by my position in this industry. There's a lot of stuff he never should have said and never should have done. So I'm putting it out there right now. Tracy Fields, you want to get on here and discuss what you said and bringing this industry down the way you did it? Get on here and apologize to the people that had nothing to do with what you were talking about. I'll let you in on this stuff, and man, we can work all this crap out. There, it's out. What's up, buddy? See what I'm growing?
What's happening, partner?
I'm growing this for you, man, because that's all I can get away with at work.
Yeah, this took several years, so you know.
Get it. But hey, look at this. You know, Art, everybody knows that there's a bet between me and Art, right? If I win, Art has to shave his head. But
oh, no shit.
If I lose, I have to grow my hair out. Well, y'all can see I've already started growing it out. So check it out. So I got the old man haircut going on. So, but
does Art get to keep the Macho Man Randy Savage beard?
Absolutely, he does.
Right. I tell you, with your hat off, you kind of look a little like Jesse James Dupree.
Do I really? But he's got hair.
Yeah, I mean,
He got a lot of hair.
Yeah, he probably got more ladies than you do too.
I only need one. And that's the one downstairs, man. So,
no, hey man, I'm down for a Daytona unveil.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? I mean, I understand some of the smaller shops. You know, you can't get that money together very quick. But dude, I would love nothing more than to go against Art. You know, I really feel like that'd be some really good camaraderie. Me and Art, Don, you know, our shop, their shop. You know, we all get along really well, and you know, we talk on a weekly basis, and and that kind of stuff. And, you know, in the beginnings of All Star Baggers, they really looked up to some of the stuff we were doing. And even in the, you know, in the recent past, you know, we've looked up to a lot of things they've been doing. Um, you know, they've had some challenges with having to move shops and, you know, kind of slow down production. And now they're gearing back up and building bikes. And um, I think it'd be a challenge, you know, especially for me. Um, Art builds a hell of a bike. Nick builds a hell of a bike. You know, Art's definitely got the gift of gab.
Yes.
So,
We
you
actually
know,
discussed that.
that'd
I
be,
think it was yesterday we discussed that about the way that they
yeah.
work and the way that their situation's set up. And but let me ask you a question, just out of all on do you consider yourself a garage jockey or do you consider yourself a pro, realistically?
You know, like David made the comment, and I'm sure he was joking, but you know, we do work on our property is residential slash commercial. There's actually a portion of the land that's agricultural. We have a 7,000-foot pole barn, 2 levels. We have a showroom, mechanics bay with 6 lifts. We have a front portion of it that is a dirty room, welding, priming, body work, all the dirty shit stays up front. So, I mean, if I'm a garage jockey, it's an awful goddamn big garage.
Okay, so
Um,
respectfully, you're a pro, but it's just it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, you know, we do, you know, we do parts. We do, you know, we do well over a dozen bikes a year, on top of service and handlebars and stereos. And at any given time, we've got 4 to 5 bikes on the lifts, as well as, you know, as well as 5 or 6 out in the showroom.
Right.
And now we've even, you know, now we even have we have our dealer's license.
Okay, so
We've
you're right
brought,
there. Okay,
uh,
so that you just answered my question. Okay, so you're a pro. You're not a garage jockey. Um,
right. You
so
know, we brought Danny Roby in with myself and Don to do the Ironwork Cycles, which is a used motorcycle dealership,
right.
essentially. So you know, I mean, if I don't know if anybody's ever filled out a dealer license, but to get a dealer license, it is an extensive amount of paperwork.
Yeah.
It's about 35 pages. You know, electronic fingerprints, pictures of everything. You have to have certain parking in certain areas, and you obviously have to be on commercial land to run a business. And we got approved for that. So obviously, even the state of Ohio looks at us as on the correct property. So,
Right.
you know, all the rumors of we don't have a sign and we work out of our house. I mean, you can
Yeah,
start
you
blowing
put
that
that
out
to
the
bed.
window, I
So
guess.
let me ask you a question. Now, there was a situation that happened that I noticed, and I'm not going to say anybody's names because it's not my place. But there was a situation that happened at Sturgis, and the motorcycle community came together, and I'll say it. There was a body kit bag company that donated an entire kit. Another company donated wheels. Another company is donating a paint. Would it be wrong to pick, because you know it's going to have to be done in Galveston? Would it be wrong to pick a garage jockey that might not have the funding and say, hey, look, if you can afford the bike, we'll get X, Y, and Z to front the parts? Do you think this industry is strong enough to have people, if it was a bagger build, we could get somebody
I,
to
I,
donate the kit and stuff like that?
I absolutely think it's strong enough. And, you know, I don't know if you watched the posts from Sturgis like I did,
Yeah,
but, you
I'm
know,
just not saying
I
names though.
watched, I watched probably in excess of a dozen motorcycles be sold while in Sturgis.
Mhm.
There was a lot of money floating around Sturgis. The economy is back. Money is back in the economy. People are spending money. They're finally not holding on to the money for the things that they have to have in life. they're starting to spend the money on some of the things that they want in life. And you know, if somebody such as Scott Owens at a Sane Asylum, or you know, or Scott from Silent Cycles, you know, John Shope, Shane from Camtech, you know, if any of those big guys would like to donate a part or something like that, you know, Sean and Matt over at Toll, you know, those guys always step up and help the community, whether it's charity or whatever. Of course, it's always a write-off for them. Of course, it's advertising for them.
Yeah.
You know, if there's anything we can do, I mean, you know, if we can provide one of our, you know, one of our new air ride switches for the 13 and down or the 14 and up, you know, I would gladly do that. We also have a new design tail light coming out. You know, I would love, you know, we don't do big parts and stuff like that, but a lot of money goes into those little teeny trinkets that you need throughout the line too.
Amen, brother. Well, the reason that I'm saying this is because I know that Jared and his dad Troy, and I know Clyde, they both expressed, because I've reached out to both of them. They both expressed that, man, we just don't have the money.
Right.
I know if they could get the bike, if they could somehow, some way come up with a bike, they would.
And you know they got the skills.
Yeah. Well, they're the people that would inspire more garage jockeys. I've already been hit up in Houston by a couple of people that want to do it, but I'm just like, well, and I was honest with them. I was like, well, first of all, you're not active enough in what we're doing. You don't ever watch the videos. You don't ever share this stuff. So if you're not going to support it, then I'm not damn sure not going to support you right now.
I mean, and I'll tell you too, on the same flip of the coin, you know, people like myself and David and stuff like that. I mean, let's take David, for example. You know, I'm not real sure how many employees he has. I'm probably going to guess he has between 8 and 15 guys,
Yeah.
maybe, between both shops. You know, with Dave trying to pay rent, insurance, you know, all that overhead of 2 shops, let alone fuel back and forth for himself. You know, paying the guys, you know, the wages that they make and buying the parts and all that kind of stuff. You know, I ain't sitting here saying that Dave's got a ton of money left over to build a bike. You know, I mean, we try to, Evil Iron ourselves, we tried to build at least one personal bike a year, whether it be my bike or, you know, Don built his this year.
Right.
We try to build one personal bike a year just to keep us fresh in the industry.
Yeah.
Our customer might not want something as radical as we would want to build to prove what we can do. So therefore we build it. You know, and those things are tough to do when you're paying out all that money. You know, anybody that owns a bike shop knows that it's tough to make a really good living at it. You know,
Yeah.
thank goodness that I own another business that does really well and I can support those families. Because if I had to depend on motorcycle money to live the way that I do, it'd be pretty tough.
Oh yeah. Well, see, and that's the whole deal right here is what I'm trying to do is if you can go backwards all the way back to the early 2000s and you saw when they initially did the first biker build off, what it did for the industry in whole. I mean, it took somebody, a lot of people may not even remember these cats, but I'll tell you, Ego Trip. Do you remember those guys? They were in Louisiana.
Yeah.
They overnight became the biggest wheel manufacturer in the chopper industry. Overnight.
You know, and what John Shope's trying to do with Richard Rawlings and Discovery and Netflix and stuff, you know, people don't quite understand what's going on there. Maybe you have to have a business sense mind to get it, but you know, I've had a couple people message me and be like, you know, why are you sharing that so much? All it's going to do is make him popular. It's just going to make him money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, no, it's not. You know, when all those biker build-offs were going on with Billy Lane and all in Indian Larry and all those guys, you know, don't think that those guys had enough time to build a chopper for every person in the country that wanted one.
Yeah.
It's the people that lived in Ohio were going to to Easy Rider to buy their choppers, or to Borgette, or Redneck Frames, or I mean, they were going everywhere to build those choppers. John bringing this to the forefront, and you bringing this to the forefront, are going to make all of our shops busy,
Well, see,
because everybody's going to want one.
right. And see, that's the whole deal right there, is that you have to get this back, in my mind, to where it was. Because here's another side of the coin that a lot of people don't realize, is that when you go to a rally, your typical big booth for like the big trailers and stuff like that, not the 18 wheelers, but your bigger, your 20, 30-foot trailers behind a
I'd be
truck.
down for that, Dan.
When
I'd be down for that. I'll go against him.
who? Tracy?
Yeah,
Ooh, maybe I
why
should
not?
check them out. Anyway, so
I'll build against anybody. I don't care.
So what I was going to say is, on the other side of that coin is what that does for the rallies is it actually increases revenue at the rallies. Here's another thing it does for the individual builders. You put so much money into your products to build your bikes, like all of your switches, the actual build of the bikes. Isn't it time you have a little bit extra? So when you get on the grind and you sell your t-shirts and all that, there are people, I've sold more of these t-shirts in the last, week and a half that I've had them than I've
Right.
sold of the American Drag Seat t-shirts in almost a year. They love this stuff, but they want it because of what's on the back of it, the two companies. Now, when we go to the rally, I'm going to have my personal apparel set up right there. Hey, go Team American Drag Seats, or go Team Sinworks. People are going to want to buy your stuff when they see you on TV.
Yeah,
Or
the apparel is for people wanting to show their support
yes,
for you.
that's exactly right.
If they go buy a Sinworks shirt at the trailer at Full Throttle Saloon, they're wanting to support Sinworks. You know what? I ain't got 50 grand to buy a bike from you, but here's $20. I'll support you with a t-shirt.
That's right. You know what? And that's good for the actual builders, because now you've got your t-shirts out there. It generates revenue, and it generates
Yeah.
revenue that you don't have to work for. It also generates, like, man, that's a cool t-shirt. And some dude that doesn't even know what this bat logo is, he's like, man, that's a cool ass hat, dude. Where did I get that at? Just because it looks cool.
Dude, my voicemail has M&M Construction and Evil Iron Customs on it, and you wouldn't believe the superintendents, project managers, and owners of general contractors that leave a message, and then I call them back because I'm busy, and when I call back, the first words out of their mouth is, "You build bikes too?" And it's funny, because just because they heard Evil Iron Customs
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything about motorcycles.
Yep.
So to me, that means that they've already went to my website or Googled it and found out what we did.
Yep.
It's
good.
And they might not even be motorcycle riders, but they're interested in it.
Oh yeah. So, but anyway, so you're correct when you say everybody needs to support what John's doing. Everybody needs to support the grind. I do think once, if John does get his show, if we can get a couple of these episodes gone and done, because like the Lone Star Rally, they're 100% behind it. Don't think for a minute they don't go to the other rallies and talk to the other owners. You got to have some money to have a rally. So just like with Daytona, dude, I'm going to be a squeaky fucking wheel until people hear what I've got to say. I'm that guy. I'm doing the build off.
And most of us builders have been to these rallies enough that we maybe don't know the big person to talk to, but we definitely know enough people that we can get you in contact with the right person to talk to.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Randy's been doing this a really long time. Randy's excellent at what he does. Randy has connections, with the Cabbage Patch in Daytona, and with the guys that run the Rat's Hole, and in Myrtle Beach, and Doyce Heisman at Spokes and Bones. Joey at Backyard Baggers has, he knows all those guys, and he's been around this a ton. It's a small world when you get into it. It's such a small world that, you always got that one guy that wants to continue to post shitty comments and stuff like that too. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah. I've started getting that, believe it or not, on my personal page. I mean, my handlebars. This guy actually was like, "Man, those look gay as fuck, dude. What are you doing?" And I'm like,
But he's still following you, isn't he?
"Yeah." And I was like, "Well, hey, I tell you what, you give me 40 grand and I'll change the handlebars." What the fuck? And I was like, "Well, then keep your opinion to yourself. Wait until I'm done building before you start wrecking it, okay? Just give me some time to
Right.
get it done. Then you can wreck it."
The,
So,
the guy that wants to poke the bear continues to watch.
mhm.
It's awesome. Like keep watching. I got more to piss you off with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody told me today, keep hustling until your haters ask for a job or something like that. Have you heard that
Yeah.
before? I was like, well, yeah, nobody's gonna get a job with me. I can guarantee you that. They get tired of my
Yeah.
uncleanliness. It's always so chaotic in my shop. Um,
The fucked up thing is I don't want to hire anybody. I like being the hated one. I don't want anybody to share in that.
I've got one good guy that actually helps me on occasion, and he is Jake Matty, 27 years old, and he knows about as much about bikes as I do. He's getting more and more into it. I can't wait till Sunday. Just prepare. You're going to get tagged in almost every single picture I post up from Sunday
Yeah, hit it
on.
up. I can't wait to see it, man. I mean, hell, I haven't even gotten any sneak peeks of it.
I know it's nasty as I mean, dude, this bike is insane, dude. I love it. But anyway, so once that bike comes out, my buddy Jake is all under the influence that once the Mayans motorcycle show comes out, that people are going to be beating down my door to get a Softail built, and I'm like,
Right, right. Well, I mean, again, if you want to be on for Daytona, I've already got a nasty bike lined up for Daytona. So you just say the word and it'll start getting cut up.
I just can't do anything until November 3rd at that rally. But at that rally, are y'all coming down for it?
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, you'll at least be watching that Saturday, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, then you'll find
Yeah,
out
I
that
mean,
Saturday. Yeah.
even if I'm not picked, I'll be cutting before November 3rd.
Well, hopefully y'all can videotape.
Oh, I could save some videos.
There you go.
I got plenty of pictures saved just over the last 2 weeks of fixing a couple bikes.
I wish there was some way for me to leave a comment in here with a picture. Because dude, and I'm gonna tell you right now, for all you garage jockeys out there that want to go this level, there is a massive, massive, massive difference between starting with a bare frame and taking a Harley apart. They're both building bikes, but there's a difference. I'm learning so much about the art of actually building a bike that it's amazing to me. One of the biggest things that people have said is, okay, your primary is not hard. It's only hard the first time. After that, man, they're pretty much plug and play. But I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, so the primaries, nuts and bolts, I get it, that's cool. What about the electrical system? Because there is no electrical in this frame. I have to make it.
I wouldn't say they're plug and play. I mean, maybe for a lot of people, they they do the same thing over and over and over again. We change shit up all the time. This next bike that we're doing is going to be a totally different level of what we do.
Is it a bagger?
Yeah, but it's totally different from anything we've done before.
Right on.
So, I mean, it's still a bagger, but we're cutting up a lot more, doing a lot more different stuff. And Dan, don't worry, you'll get to see some pics, buddy. In fact, I'll send them directly to you.
How come I can't see everybody? Because somebody's saying hi, Amy, and I don't see any Amy's on here.
Yeah, Amy Roby, Danny's wife, just joined in.
Hey, Amy, leave a comment just to see if I can actually see you.
So on my end, it says Amy Roby is watching. So you might not be able to see those. As they come in, it says who's watching with you.
Right. Okay.
Oh, David, you definitely learn something new every build. And I tell you, I've learned a few things just off of a couple people that have posted pictures. Some of these audio bikes that are going on.
Yeah, you know who
You know,
else?
we got into some serious audio on Bryce's bike, um, and learned a lot from that. And then we just got done building Chad's bike, and that thing's fucking nasty. And we're gonna one up that one with the next one we're doing.
So you know who would be a kick-ass garage jockey to put on here? Would be Carl Bordner. He's another guy that says he
Yeah,
just can't get the
yeah.
scratch together. But the two bikes that actually, he's built two bikes for himself, are just insane. I mean,
Yeah.
just insane. I would love this. I'd love to see him, and he's right up there in Ohio by you guys.
Yeah, yeah, he's up in Toledo.
Yeah. But that dude's got some creativity, man. And for working in a garage and doing a day job like he does, man, holy crap. Was very impressed with his Pump
I
32.
don't think that's up for me to disclose. That'd have to be a question you'd have to ask Bryce.
Oh, they're asking what brakes cost. Free 99.
Yeah, it was in the ish range.
Is that a shit, right? It's in the ish range.
All right, man. My battery's about dead. I'll let you jump off here. It's getting late. I got to finish up some proposals and.
Well, cool, brother. Well, thanks for coming on, man. And like I said, I want to talk to Randy Akers. Message me. If you want a t-shirt, please message me. And please share the hell out of the videos. Share the hell out of the page. Let's get some more people on here liking it and watching it and following it. Anyway,
But by the way, thanks, Dan. That's the first nice comment you've put up in the last 3 times you've been on here. Have a good night, guys.
later, brother. All right, everybody. So pretty good night, and it kind of feels a little bit good to be back on the grind side of the page and doing the not really interviewing, but the talk. Watching. Like I said, man, you can hashtag the American Drag Seats. You can hashtag the Grind interview. You can hashtag Kevin Sockwell. You can hashtag the Lone Star Rally or hashtag Lone Star Rally. Go over to the Lone Star Rally's page, like it, share it, do everything you can. They are really, really supporting the Grind Biker Build Off. So let's go over there, show them some love if you're not already on their page. And Daniel Roby, if you keep pushing robyspub.com without sending me a koozie, I am not going to let you. No, not really. I'll let you, but I just want a koozie. Just because I can't get to your pub. Send me a koozie. I want a koozie. I want a couple koozies. I know you hear me, Daniel. Don't ignore me, Daniel. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm actually going to call it quits. I'm heading in the house, getting ready to go to bed. So y'all have a blessed night. Thanks for watching again and supporting the grind. I appreciate you guys. Peace.